This is Zora. What has been happening with Zora since the last time I've talked about it? Is it still looking bullish? Is it looking like it's gonna come down to that next support level here, which could potentially form a falling wedge scenario for Zora? Last time I talked about, there was also bearish divergence on the weekly time frame twice. Okay, you had once here where you see a higher high on the price action chart, but an equal high on the RSI. That usually tells you there's going to be pullback, and you did see it. Second time around, you also see the same pattern. I talked about why I don't like this pattern here, where you have bearish divergence and it continues pulling back, right? However, I did talk about a potential bullish case scenario here for Zora, which is because Zora has been on this daily 200 SMA that has been supporting the price action. This is the orange line here, right? That is a major support and moving average. If this support breaks, that is not going to be looking good for Zora here. So, very important for you to see this coin to break above the daily 21 SMA, which is your current resistance. It is basically stuck between the daily 21 SMA and the daily 200 SMA, and there is going to be a move coming soon. So let's see what the probability is for Zora to go either direction. Okay, so there's quite a bit of bullish patterns here for Zora, right? Couple of which is the falling wedge pattern here that is on the 6 hour time frame. It broke out of it back on November 9th. Price target of this breakout here would be about 8.8 cents. Since the breakout, it really has just gone down. Okay, that's not uncommon to see out of a breakout from a falling wedge pattern because you're going to have quite a bit of resistance above you after the breakout. And it has also formed a smaller falling wedge pattern here after the breakout. The price target for this pattern here is going to be about 7 cents. Okay, both of these breakouts are still valid because the price action is still above the upward trend line of the patterns it broke out from. Okay, so let's see if it can actually hit some of those price targets because price targets are estimates only. There could be more, there could be less. A lot of which, in the case of these altcoins, does depend on what happens with Bitcoin. I did a more detailed video on Bitcoin earlier today. I will link you guys at the end of this video. I never trade altcoins without a clear understanding of Bitcoin. I am long on quite a bit of altcoins here. So my opinions on crypto in general is bullish. However, these are just my opinions. Like the entirety of this video, it is not financial advice. Just what I'm doing personally. You guys gotta form your own opinions and strategies. Now let's go ahead and take a closer look and see what Zora could be doing here. This is the hourly time frame. Okay, hourly time frame. It also broke out of this very small falling wedge pattern here. The price target here will be about almost 5.5 cents. So let's see what Zora does because there's quite a few bullish signals here, patterns, and their breakouts on the smaller time frames. Let's see if Zora can actually hit some of these price targets, get a solid daily candle close above that daily 21 SMA, and avoid a further breakdown. Now, this basically wraps it up for this video. Let me know if you guys want to continue seeing any more of Zora by dropping a like, comment, subscribe. I'll pick a request to do for you guys on a daily basis, and I'll see you on the next one.